Hi, and welcome to the Espresso English podcast, where you can improve your English in just a few minutes a day. My name is Shayna, and I'm the teacher at Espresso English. Make sure to visit the website espressoenglish.net, where you can get online courses and ebooks that will help you learn English even faster. Let's get started with today's lesson.
The English word mind refers to the center of your thoughts, memory, and imagination. Mind is one of our most common words, and we actually use it in a whole bunch of different phrases and expressions, from make up my mind to never mind to out of your mind. So today I'll teach you 20 common English phrases using the word mind. I highly recommend that you download the free PDF guide to this lesson because it includes a quiz to help you practice these different expressions with mind. You can get that by clicking on the link under this video and entering your email address. Let's get started with these phrases. To talk about making a decision, you can use the expression make up my mind. For example, I can't make up my mind about which movie to see tonight. That means I can't decide. A variation on this phrase is my mind is made up. This means you have already made your choice, and it implies that you are not open to changing your decision. If you do change a decision that you made previously, use the phrase change my mind. For example, I'd been planning to travel this weekend, but I changed my mind because it's been a really stressful week, so I'm going to stay home and relax. Speaking of stress, if you have a lot of thoughts, concerns, and worries in your head, you can say, I have a lot on my mind. When this happens, it's good to do an activity that is fun, different, or relaxing to help take your mind off your problems, meaning distract you so you stop thinking so much about them. For example, I'm going to the gym. Exercising will help take my mind off the final exams coming up. When you see or hear something that relieves or eliminates one of your worries, you can say it takes a load off my mind. For example, if you are traveling and your luggage doesn't arrive at your destination, you would start worrying that your luggage had been lost. But if the airline later calls you and says they've found your luggage and they'll deliver it to your hotel, you could say, I'm glad to hear that. It takes a load off my mind because it has relieved your worries about losing your luggage. Another way to talk about relief of worries is put my mind at ease. For example, I was worried about starting a new job without any previous experience, but my boss told me I would receive training during my first week. That put my mind at ease. A more continuous state of tranquility is called peace of mind. This phrase is used when something helps you not to have worries. For example, having car insurance gives me peace of mind because I know the costs will be covered if I get in an accident. Two expressions you can use to describe people are open-minded and close-minded. An open-minded person is receptive to new and different ideas, and a close-minded person is the opposite, a person who doesn't want to accept or consider new ideas and who is intolerant of different beliefs and opinions. You can also say a person has a one-track mind if they tend to think about or focus on one subject all the time. For example, all Daniel ever talks about is sports. He's really got a one-track mind. A person who speaks their mind is someone who says exactly what they think without changing their words to please others. Some people consider speaking your mind a good thing because it is honest and direct. Other people consider speaking your mind a bad thing because it doesn't consider how your words might offend or upset other people. What do you think? To give someone a piece of your mind means to tell them angrily that you disapprove of something that they are doing or have done. For example, I'm sick and tired of our neighbors playing loud music at 3 a.m. I'm going to give them a piece of my mind. An informal way to say that someone is crazy and irrational is to describe them as being out of their mind. For example, you turned down a job with a $100,000 a year salary, you're out of your mind. Or you could also say, you've lost your mind. If you forget something, you can say it slipped your mind. For example, oh no, I had a dentist appointment this morning, but it completely slipped my mind. Another situation is when your mind goes blank. This is when you forget everything and you can't form a single thought. For example, I was so nervous during my presentation. As soon as I started, my mind went blank. When you want someone to remember something, use the phrase keep in mind. For example, if there's a change in schedule, a teacher might tell her students, Keep in mind that there's no class on Friday, so your homework is due on Thursday. She's telling them to remember it. All of those phrases we've learned so far use the word mind as a noun, but mind can also be a verb, meaning to pay attention to or to care about. If you want to check if an action is okay with another person, you can ask, do you mind if? For example, do you mind if I open the window means, is it okay with you if I open the window? To answer this question and say it's okay, the response would be, no, I don't mind. Again, remember that the phrase I don't mind means it's okay with me. If a person is being nosy, that means interfering in your life or wanting to know some very personal details, you could tell him or her, mind your own business. This is a slightly rude way to say, stop being so interested in my situation. Pay attention to your own life instead. Finally, a very common expression in English is never mind. This means don't worry about it or it's not an important issue. For example, if you're trying to arrange a time to meet with your coworker but your schedules are in conflict, you could say, never mind, I'll just email you the information. This means forget about the meeting. It's not important or necessary. I'll email you the information instead. Now that you've learned 20 expressions with mind, do you think you can use them correctly? Download the PDF and try the quiz to find out. Another great way to practice these expressions is to try making your own example sentences with each one. I can help you speak English more confidently in daily life when you join my everyday English speaking courses. You'll learn exactly what to say in lots of different situations, from practical phrases to informal conversational ones. Keep in mind that Espresso English lessons are short and sweet, and there's no time limit for finishing your course. Check out the Everyday English Speaking course at espressoenglish.net.
If you want more great English lessons, visit espressoenglish.net, where you can sign up by email to receive a free ebook with 500 plus real English phrases. You'll also find online courses to help you improve your English fast, even if you don't have much time to study. Keep practicing your English, and I hope you have a wonderful day.